Hey, so I was thinking of inviting some friends over to hang out. I know we were originally supposed to be staying out all night, but they were wanting some place to chill at instead. You're still at home, right?
Yeah, I am. But if you're bringing friends over, that's totally fine. I don't mind at all. Should I make some snacks for everyone? I could bake something quick, maybe cookies or some cake?
No way! I'd want your homemade snacks.
Huh?
Look, I'll just be honest with you. You're seriously in the way. I've been putting up with this for way too long, and I am done pretending. How long do you even plan on staying here? Can't you tell that you're not wanted around the house anymore?
What? But I'm married to your father. This is my home now too, isn't it? I don't have a set time limit. I plan to be here forever. And what do you mean nobody wants me around here anymore?
Don't mess with me. Do you even know what it's like having to live with you? You act like everything's fine when it's not.
I know it might be uncomfortable for you, Mia. I get it. After all, we're not related by blood. I'm not your real mother. I'd never try to replace her, but I love your father and he loves me. That's why we're together. And I want to get along with you too. I really do. So please don't treat me like an enemy.
Are you kidding me? I'd ever want to live with a parasite like you.
Parasite?
Dad and I are starting a new life. You've heard that we're moving, right?
Of course, I was a part of that discussion too. We all talked about it together. I know what's going on.
Dad's starting a new job, and he's going to be really busy.
I know, and that's why I want to support him in any way I can. I'll be there for him. That's what a wife does.
That's exactly the problem, and no one asked for your support. Just having you in this house is frustrating enough. I don't want you here.
Why do you hate me so much?
Shut up. I was against Dad marrying you from the start, but I thought if he chose you, maybe there was something special about you. Maybe you'd be different, maybe I'd come around. But every day, all I see is you doing nothing. You just sit around in this house pretending to be part of the family when you're not.
That's not true. You're misunderstanding.
Like hell I am. I live with you. I see what you do every day. You act like this perfect, gentle stepmother, but you're just a freeloader.
That's not fair. I take care of the house. I make meals. I do the laundry.
Oh, please. That's just basic stuff. You think that makes you special? That doesn't mean anything to me.
I just wanted to help.
This move is the perfect chance. Just divorce Dad already.
No, I can't do that. I know you don't like me, but your father and I love each other. You can't just decide on your own that we should get divorced. That's not how marriage works.
If I ask Dad, he'll listen to me. He always puts me first. He always chooses me.
That's not true.
I don't care what you think. I'm done living with you. Pack your stuff and get out. I never want to see your face again.
Mia, please. I don't want to fight like this. I know you're upset. I know this hasn't been easy. But I'm not your enemy. I care about your father. I care about you.
Stop pretending. I don't want to hear your fake sympathy. If you really cared, you'd leave. You'd stop ruining our family.
I never wanted to ruin anything. I wanted to be part of your family. I wanted to make things better, not worse.
Then prove it. Get out.
Mia.
I mean it. I don't want to live with you anymore.
But your father...
Dad will understand. He'll pick me over you. He always does.
I don't believe that.
Then watch. I'll make sure he sends you away.
No, this can't be happening.
It already is. So hurry up and pack. I don't want to see you here when I get back.
Mia, please.
I said get out.
Mom, I have a little favor to ask. Oh, what is it? Can I stay with you for a while? Well, of course, but did something happen? Did you and Dave have a fight? No, it's not Dave. It's Mia. No, it's not Dave. It's Mia. Oh, she's at that age after all. Living with someone who isn't her biological mother must be difficult in a lot of ways. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be easy. I prepared myself for this. I knew that both Dave and Mia had been abandoned by his previous wife. I understood that their life had been difficult and I wanted to help them. But even knowing that, you still decided to marry him? Yes, I met Dave at a little cafe I used to visit during my work breaks. He had just started working there and I could tell he wasn't used to the job yet. His movements were a little awkward and he seemed nervous. But there was something very sincere about him. I started talking to him little by little. He was kind, hardworking, and always put his daughter first. I admire that about him. Eventually we got closer, and when he proposed to me, I said yes without hesitation.
Well, that's a lovely story, but Mia still hasn't accepted you, has she?
No, in fact, she told me to leave the house.
She said that? That's harsh, but what about the move? Weren't you all supposed to be relocating soon?
That's exactly why she wants me gone. She said this was the perfect opportunity for me to leave so that she and her dad could live together, just the two of them.
I see. Well, she's still a child. I don't think she fully understands the situation.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not furious or anything, but when she treats me like I don't matter, it really stings.
Of course, it's only natural to feel that way. You're doing your best, but she's pushing you away. Oh, that has to hurt.
It does. I knew it would take time for her to accept me, but I didn't expect her to want me gone entirely. I keep telling myself she doesn't mean it, that she's just lashing out because she's confused and frustrated, but a part of me is starting to wonder if she really does hate me.
Oh, sweetie, I'm sure she doesn't hate you. She's just scared. Her mother abandoned her, and now she sees another woman in her life. She might be afraid that you'll leave too, so she's trying to reject you before she gets attached.
Maybe, but I don't know how to convince her otherwise.
For now, don't push yourself too hard. Just come home. Your father will be happy to have you here, and we can talk things through together.
Yeah, I think that's for the best. I'll head over soon, so let's talk more then.
Of course, you can tell me anything.
Dave, are you almost home?
Yeah, I'm on my way. Why?
I just wanted to let you know, I'm staying at my parents' place for a little while. I made dinner though, so just heat it up when you get home.
That's fine, but is something wrong?
Well, Mia told me to leave the house.
Again?
Sorry. I know she's going through a tough phase and she probably has a lot on her mind.
I get that, but it's been 2 years since we all started living together. How much longer is this gonna go on?
Wait, are you blaming me for this?
She's a kid, Alicia. That means it's up to you as the adult to communicate with her properly.
I know that. I've been trying. But no matter what I do, Mia completely shuts me out. She won't even have a proper conversation with me. I don't know what else to do.
Listen, Alicia, Mia is my whole world. Everything I do for her. Even remarrying, I thought it would be the best thing for her. But looking at how things are now, I can't say she's any happier than before.
Wait a second, don't say it like that. I know Mia's important to you, but...
She's the most important person in my life. That's just how it is.
Fine, I get it. I'll try harder to get along with her, but I need your support too, Dave.
I've already been doing everything I can. And if things still aren't working out, then the problem isn't with me. It's with you.
That's not fair. That's completely unreasonable.
If things keep going like this, I'm going to have to make a difficult decision.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm done. I want a divorce. I don't see a way forward for us anymore.
What? No, you can't be serious. Are you really saying this right now? What about the move? We already signed the lease.
Mia and I will move in together, just the two of us. I'm sorry, but you'll have to find another place to go.
No, wait, Dave, you can't just...
I don't want to do this either, but I have to put my daughter first. I'm really sorry. We can discuss everything else after the move.
Dave, you're really serious about this?
Yeah, I am. Alicia, thank you for everything up until now.
Do you even understand how much I have sacrificed for you and Mia? Everything I have done, every effort I've made, and this is what I get in return?
That's just how it is. You need to accept it.
Fine, do whatever you want. I don't care anymore. You cared enough to marry me, to bring me into this family, and now, just because things got tough, you're throwing me away?
It's not about throwing you away. It's about doing what's best for Mia.
And what about me? Do I mean nothing to you?
Alicia, I don't know what to say. This isn't easy for me either.
You say that, but it sounds like you made up your mind a long time ago.
Maybe I did. Maybe I was just hoping things would get better, but they haven't.
So that's it? After everything?
I'm sorry.
I gave everything I had to this family, and now I have nothing left.
You'll be okay. You're strong.
You don't get to decide that.
Hey, how long do you plan to keep postponing the divorce with Dad? You're making him suffer, so just agree to the divorce already.
Mia, we both have a lot going on over here. It's not something I can just accept easily, okay?
It's pointless to hope for reconciliation with us. I'd rather die than have anything to do with someone like you, a parasite of an old woman.
You're calling me a parasite, but don't you think you're misunderstanding something?
There's no way that's the case. You always sit around at home doing nothing, and you've been getting close to Dad just because you were hoping for his income. I bet now you're probably living on welfare since Dad dumped you.
Welfare?
Yes, welfare. Don't tell me you don't even know what that is.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't really need to do that. I'll be fine on my own.
In that case, just get a move on and divorce him already. He bought me a condo in a tower. Pretty good, right?
Oh, so he actually did that.
Yeah, he did. I've been wondering where you were moving, but I never expected it to be a tower condo like that. I have to admit I've reevaluated Dad after that.
Can that trash really afford the mortgage?
What? What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Anyway, you don't need to worry about the divorce. I'm not dragging this out or anything. There are just some important steps that need to be taken care of, which is why it's taking a little time.
Really? Well, hurry it up.
Hey, Alicia, what the hell is going on here?
What do you mean? The divorce should be finalized by now. We've already gone through everything.
No, wait, didn't you buy that apartment? You've been talking about it for months.
That's not the case at all. I didn't just buy it out of nowhere. I took out a loan for it, and I intend to pay it off on my own. But since we decided to divorce, I transferred the ownership to you. You're the one who's going to be living there, so logically, it's your responsibility to pay the loan from now on.
Well, that may be true, but...
You really are a mean person, you know that? You're not even trying to be honest about any of this.
What do you mean by that?
You told Mia that you bought the apartment like it was your own. You know, she believed every word you said. That poor kid thought you had the money to buy it like you were some kind of hero. But that's not even the truth. You made her think something that's completely false.
Well, yeah, I did say that, but...
One like you, who doesn't earn a dime and has me covering every penny of the household expenses, couldn't possibly buy an apartment, could you? Don't act like that's something that makes sense.
Well, I did find a job recently, you know. I'm not just sitting around doing nothing.
It was only until very recently, wasn't it? Until then, it was all me paying for everything. I was the one paying all the bills, handling the daily expenses. And for Mia's sake, I kept quiet about it. I didn't want her to see you as some sort of failure in her eyes. I wanted her to have at least one image of you that she could look up to as her dad. But even so, you telling her that you bought the apartment when you really didn't, that's a lie, and you should not be feeding your daughter lies like that. It's not something a father should do.
That's not important right now. What's important is the loan. What are we going to do about it?
What about it? Are you kidding me? You're the one who's supposed to pay the loan. Of course it's your responsibility now. Why the hell would I pay for an apartment that you're going to live in?
Well, because...
Exactly. So this conversation is over. I've made myself clear. Bye now.
Wait, hold on a second. You can't just walk away like that. Fine, we'll put the divorce aside for now. Let's just talk about the loan.
What? What are you talking about? The divorce papers have already been submitted. We've done everything. The process has already started, and you can't back out now.
No, I haven't signed them yet. I've been putting it off because I'm not entirely sure about everything. I haven't made up my mind. I don't know if I'm ready for this yet.
What are you doing? You've been pushing me to hurry up to get this done as soon as possible. You've been rushing me every single day, but now you're saying you're unsure?
I've still been unsure about it. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I'm just not certain. There's a part of me that still hesitates to go through with it.
Don't lie. You've been dragging your feet, hoping I'd just do it all for you, haven't you? You've been putting it off because it's easier to let me make the decisions. You've been so lazy about all of this.
No, it's not like that. I swear, I've really been thinking this over, trying to figure out if this is the right thing to do. It's not about being lazy. I just don't want to make a decision I'll regret.
What the hell are you even talking about now?
Look, I'm serious. I'll talk to Mia again. I'll try to convince her. Let's try to fix things. Maybe we can start over, give it another shot. We can make this work.
No way. Who in their right mind would want to live with someone like you again? After everything that's happened, do you think I would just go back to you like nothing happened? You are out of your mind.
Hello, Kimberly. It's been a while. This is Dave.
Oh, this is unexpected. What's going on?
Is Alicia there with you?
I'm sorry, but you and Alicia are already getting a divorce, aren't you? Alicia specifically told me not to give you any information about her whereabouts.
Well, about the divorce, I wanted to ask if you could reconsider.
What do you mean? You were the one who brought up the divorce, weren't you?
Yes, I admit I brought it up, but... Well, there's something I didn't make clear before, and I want to explain.
I'm really sorry, but it's too late to pretend this didn't happen now.
No, you see, while it's true I brought up the divorce, the reason for it was actually Alicia.
Alicia?
Yes, exactly. Actually, there was a time when Mia came home with a bruised face.
What?
When I asked her what happened, she said Alicia had hit her.
No way.
It seems that the two of them weren't getting along well and had gotten into a fight, and that's when Alicia physically lashed out. The more I talked to Mia, it turns out that this wasn't the first time. Alicia had been physically abusive toward her on several occasions.
Oh, there's no way Alicia would do something like that.
I assure you this is the truth.
If that's true, then getting a divorce is the only option. Why are you trying to take it back?
Well, the thing is, I think the relationship just wasn't in a good place. I thought we could still work things out. Having a teenager like Mia suddenly come into our lives must have been hard for Alicia. I think both Mia and Alicia were struggling to adjust given their age and circumstances. But I believe that from now on, I can be the one to step in and improve the situation. I'm confident that with some effort we can fix everything.
I see.
Yes, that's why I'm asking you to tell me where Alicia is.
So you think I'm just going to fall for this?
What do you mean?
That girl would never lay a hand on anyone. She's not like that.
But I'm telling you, it's the truth.
And Alicia really cared about Mia. She wanted the best for her. That's why she made the decision to move into that tower condo, so Mia could have a better life, a more comfortable life.
I understand that, but...
Do you really think just anyone can afford to live in that condo?
What do you mean?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to manage the mortgage payments?
But she's been earning money working from home, hasn't she?
Even so, there's a limit. You don't understand. She has been using the money she saved up to renovate our house. Money she has been saving for years just to help fix things for us.
She was saving that money?
Yes, she was. She had always wanted to make our house more accessible, to improve it and make it safer for us. That's why she'd been putting money aside for it. But even after all that, she still wanted to spend that money just to make Mia happy and give her a better life. And now you're telling me that she's been physically harming her? It's unbelievable.
Well, I didn't know about that.
No, it's all right. Honestly, I don't need to know what's going on between you two. What matters is that Alicia is family to me, and she is someone I care deeply about. For her sake, I can't let you stay married to her anymore. It's over. I want you both to get a divorce, and I want you to stay away from Mia forever. She doesn't need you in her life.
But wait, Kimberly, you don't understand. I didn't mean for things to get this far. I'm just trying to make things right.
No, you've done enough already. You don't have the right to keep trying to interfere in our lives. If you really cared about Mia or Alicia, you wouldn't have let things get to this point in the first place. Mia's been through enough, and Alicia doesn't deserve to be treated like this. I am putting my foot down, and I am telling you now, it's over. I won't let you drag this out any longer.
But I still want to fix things. I know I can make it better.
You've had your chance. I won't let you make any more decisions for Alicia or Mia. It's time for you to leave, Dave. Stay away from both of them. This is my family, and I'll do whatever it takes to protect them.
Hey, what the hell is going on?
Oh, Mia, what a surprise. I thought we were done with each other. Why are you reaching out to me now?
I happened to see you.
Oh, and?
Why the hell did you just walk out of that tower condo?
Huh? Why are you so mad? It's not a big deal, is it? I went for a viewing a while back and really liked the place. So after talking it over with my parents, we decided to live there together. Now that you mention it, what happened with you guys? I haven't seen you around.
Like we could afford that place. Dad canceled the lease. Now we're stuck living in some cheap apartment.
Oh, I see. Well, with Dave's earnings, that makes sense.
What do you mean? Dad has plenty of money, doesn't he?
That's what you were told, wasn't it? But it's completely false. Dave and I first got married, he was only working part-time. After we got married, I asked him to quit and look for a stable job. In the meantime, I covered all our living expenses.
No way, that's nothing like what I was told.
Mia.
What?
You know, I always wanted to get along with you.
Really?
Yeah, but from the very beginning, you kept rejecting me.
Yeah?
And that always felt strange to me. I've been wondering, was it because of Dave?
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about it?
Fine, I'll tell you, but it's kind of complicated.
Take your time. I really want to understand.
From the moment you came into our lives, Dad kept telling me you were nothing but a gold digger. That you only married him for money. That once you got what you wanted, you'd throw him away and leave us with nothing.
So that's what he told you.
Yeah, and I believed him. Every time I looked at you, I could only see what he told me to see. Didn't matter what you did or said, Dad made sure I hated you.
I see.
But now, hearing all this, I don't know what to think anymore. Everything's different from what I thought I knew.
I get it. You were just a kid, Mia. You trusted your dad because he was supposed to be telling you the truth.
But he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
I don't know if I can forgive him for that.
And that's something only you can decide. But no matter what, Mia, I never hated you. I just wanted a chance to be family.
Maybe it's not too late.
Alicia, hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, what a surprise. I thought you'd never contact me again.
Yeah, well, I can't stop thinking about you.
Funny, I feel the same way. Even now, just hearing your voice makes me so angry.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm serious. I really want to start over with you.
Don't be ridiculous. How can you even say that?
I never hated you, Alicia. I only thought that for Mia's sake, it was better if we got divorced.
Then good, you made your choice. What do you want now?
I'm not living with Mia anymore.
What?
I had no idea she was so selfish and spoiled. I couldn't deal with it anymore, so I sent her back to her mother.
And?
Now I'm living alone. There's no one to get in our way anymore. So, Alicia, let's start over. Just the two of us. Let's be happy again.
Do you really think I'm going to fall for that?
I'm not lying. I really am alone now.
Oh, I know, because I was the one who gave Mia that advice.
What?
About 3 months ago, Mia's mother reached out to me.
What?
She told me Mia had been talking about you. And you know what, Dave? Mia told me everything.
Everything?
Yeah, how you poisoned her mind against me. How you told her I married you for money, that I just laze around the house all day while you worked so hard.
That's not true. I never said that.
That's funny because Mia told me she heard it straight from your mouth. And it wasn't just once, you told her over and over again. And let me guess, you also told her that you wanted to divorce me, but you just couldn't say it, right? Mia told me she threw me out because she thought she was doing it for you. She thought she was making you happy by getting rid of me.
No, I never...
You never what? You never said that? You never used her? You never planned to milk me for everything I had and then toss me aside?
That's not true. I swear you've got it all wrong.
Oh? So you're telling me Mia lied?
Yes, she must have misunderstood.
Really? Because Mia also told me something else. That you were planning to remarry. She even showed me pictures of your new fiancé.
That little...
She's gorgeous, by the way. Absolutely stunning. Didn't you marry her already? Oh, wait. Don't tell me she left you because you couldn't get that fancy condo tower.
That's not what happened.
Oh, really? So what did happen?
I just realized I still love you.
Do you seriously expect me to believe that? After everything you did to me, after everything you put Mia through, you think you can just come crawling back?
I never meant to hurt you.
And yet you did, over and over again. You used your own daughter as a weapon. You let her believe I was the enemy. You let her destroy our marriage, our home, and my reputation just so you wouldn't have to be the bad guy.
That's not fair. I was struggling too.
Oh, I'm sure you were. Let me tell you something, Dave. Mia was just as much of a victim as I was. You twisted her perception of me so much that she had no idea what was real. You made her believe she was doing the right thing by getting rid of me. But now she's finally free of you.
What do you mean?
I mean, she's happy now. She's living with her mother and she's doing well. She's finally seeing the truth about you.
That's not...
And as for me, I'm done, Dave. You have no power over me anymore.
Please, Alicia, just listen!
No, I'm done listening to you. I am blocking your number after this, so don't bother trying to reach me again.
Alicia, wait! Just one more!
Goodbye, Dave. For good this time. Mom, he contacted me again. I knew it. I was sure he'd come running back the moment he got into trouble. He really is hopeless. Honestly, I should have seen it coming. But I guess part of me wanted to believe in him. I was at that point in my life where I felt like I had to settle down, like I had to get married before it was too late. And then he showed up, and I let myself get carried away. I understand. When you're feeling pressured like that, it's easy to make decisions you wouldn't normally make. But that doesn't mean it was your fault. Maybe not, but looking back, there were so many red flags. I ignored them because I wanted to believe things would work out. I thought if I just tried a little harder, if I gave a little more, we could be happy. But in the end, I was the only one putting in any effort. And now here he is trying to worm his way back into your life after everything he put you through. Exactly. But you know what? I'm not even angry anymore. I feel free. Since leaving him, I've been able to focus on my work without all the stress and drama weighing me down. My career is thriving, and more importantly, I'm happy. Living with you has been such a relief. I've realized that marriage isn't the only path to happiness. That's right. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters to me. Whether you're married or not, your happiness is the most important thing. Thank you, Mom. I really appreciate that. After that, Dave was living alone in an apartment while working. However, his nature, which leaned on relying on others rather than taking responsibility for himself, never changed. It seemed that he entered into a new relationship with another woman, hoping to have her take care of his life, just as he had tried before. But as it turned out, the woman was a fraudster. Instead of helping him, as he had hoped, she managed to take all the savings he had been building up. From there, Dave found himself in debt, and his lifestyle became a struggle. He had to rely on borrowing money just to get by, and his life became a slow, arduous process of surviving from one day to the next. On the other hand, Mia had been working hard, studying diligently under the care of her mother. She had remained serious about her studies, putting in the effort day after day. This commitment paid off as she was set to enter high school in the spring of this year. Mia's progress was something to be proud of, especially when considering the discipline and focus she had shown in a world where distractions were plenty. Unlike the chaotic situation Dave found himself in, Mia seemed to be forging ahead with a clear and determined path towards her future. For me, the online store I had been running as part of an e-commerce business began to show real progress. The success of this venture enabled me to take a significant step forward. I was able to establish my own company. I took the leap of setting up an office in the heart of Tokyo, and I even began to hire employees to help with the growing business. The decision to expand wasn't easy, and it came with a great deal of responsibility, but it was something I had been working toward for years. I had always believed that if I could just get the business to a certain point, I could turn it into something much bigger. Now, with a proper office and a small team behind me, the next challenge was clear: continuing to grow the business and increase our sales. The work was far from over, and there were many obstacles and uncertainties still to face. But it was a positive change. Each day presented new opportunities and new hurdles, but I was determined to navigate through them. I could feel the momentum building, and even when things got tough, I held on to the belief that with enough persistence, success was within reach. For Mia, high school represented a major milestone. Not only was she transitioning to a new chapter in her academic journey, but it also marked the start of the time when her decisions would begin to shape her future even more directly. Being a teenager meant that Mia would soon experience the challenges that came with newfound independence. While she was still under her mother's guidance, high school brought with it a new set of social dynamics and academic pressures. It would be a time of growth and learning, and Mia was more than ready to take on the challenge. Her solid foundation from earlier years meant she could handle whatever came her way, whether it was navigating friendships, dealing with difficult subjects, or figuring out what she wanted to pursue in the long term. Dave, on the other hand, seemed to be trapped in a cycle of poor choices. His tendency to rely on others for support rather than build up his own capabilities had led him into increasingly difficult situations. After his savings were taken by the fraudulent woman, his life took another turn for the worse. He could have learned from his mistakes, taken responsibility for his actions, and found a way to move forward, but it seemed he had fallen back into the same pattern of dependence, which kept him from gaining any real control over his life. The debts piled up, and his situation continued to worsen. For Dave, it was a constant uphill battle with no clear end in sight. Meanwhile, I was in the midst of managing my expanding business, where each day brought its own set of challenges. The transition from small online store to official company with employees wasn't something that could be taken lightly. There were many decisions to make: hiring the right people, making sure the business operations ran smoothly, and figuring out how to keep growing. The pressure was constant, and yet there was something exhilarating about it all. Being responsible for others and having my own office in a bustling city like Tokyo brought a sense of accomplishment that I had always dreamed of. It was a constant balancing act, finding time to focus on strategic decisions, but also handling the immediate concerns of running the business. I often found myself reflecting on how far I had come. The path hadn't been easy. There had been many nights where I stayed up late working on orders, making plans, and trying to figure out how to make the next step. But I had learned to embrace the grind and the challenges it brought. No one else was going to make things happen for me, and that realization drove me to work harder each day. While my success wasn't guaranteed, I felt that if I continued to push forward and take things one step at a time, there was no reason why I couldn't continue to build and grow. Mia's future, too, was full of potential. High school was just the beginning of what promised to be an exciting and challenging journey. She would face both academic and personal growth, learning not only about the subjects she was passionate about, but also about herself. Friendships she built during these years would likely stay with her for a long time, and the choices she made about her studies and career would have a lasting impact. Mia seemed to have a good grasp on her priorities, and I had no doubt that she would navigate the challenges of high school with the same determination she had shown up until now. Her future was in her hands, and it was clear that she was prepared to make the most of it. As for Dave, I wasn't sure what the future held for him. His cycle of relying on others and making poor decisions seemed to make it difficult to see a clear path forward. Perhaps he could still change, but it would take a great deal of self-reflection and growth. Until then, his life seemed to be one of surviving rather than thriving. It was a sad reality, but one that many people find themselves facing when they refuse to take responsibility for their own actions. In contrast, I felt like I was on the verge of something much bigger. The process of building my business from the ground up had been challenging, but every step had been rewarding. With each new achievement, I felt more confident in my ability to make it work. And though the road ahead was still full of obstacles, I knew that as long as I kept pushing forward, I could build a legacy that would be worth all the effort. Mia, for her part, was steadily moving toward a bright future. Her hard work combined with the support of her mother had laid a strong foundation for her success. I hoped that she would continue to take the challenges of high school in stride and emerge from them even stronger. Her future was waiting for her, and it seemed that she was ready to embrace it with open arms.